Here we go.
I'll be making faces now. What's your grape juice?
All right, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Chiefs Chat with the Guys. It's me, I'm Wild Bill. My buddy Chad there on the split screen. What is happening, Chad?
There's very little. There's a couple things going on.
Yeah.
I'll start out with the Royals. Started spring training. They look all right, but then again it's preseason. Looks like most excitement, or if you want to call it, is and we talked about this before, and you have a love-hate relationship with putting a downtown stadium, and it looks like they're going to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, the Royals are, it appears the Royals are completely set. I mean, absolutely dead set on putting that stadium downtown. I don't understand it. I don't agree with it, but I don't own the team. I don't run Kansas City. So, a lot of us fans that, because from what I've seen, the majority of people don't want it downtown. So, most people want the stadium to stay where it is. And that's the way it should be.
It's not the fact that you don't want building a new stadium. It's just the location of it, right?
Oh, it's the location.
Opinion?
I love Kauffman Stadium. I love to go there. I just love the feel of the ballpark. I love the fountains. The little baseball Hall of Fame. I love going through there. It's that's the highlight of the year when we go to a game. I mean, I absolutely love going to Royals games. I love going to the stadium. I haven't been able to go for a couple of years because of everything going on, my personal life. But we're planning on going here this next year. We're going to go to at least one or two games. We just haven't had the ability to get down there and make everything happen. Just everything's been too crazy, too hectic. But we've been talking about it, and we're going to go here this next season. And it's just so frustrating to me that the team that placed last in the entire baseball seat in the entire baseball, I mean, dead last, wants a new stadium. I mean, the Royals organization right now isn't worth buying a burned down outhouse, let alone getting a new stadium.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta be playing top tier to get all those hundreds and millions of dollars. I'm sorry. It's just, to me, it's not worth it.
Yeah, I wonder if it has. I wonder if they will get new sponsors out of this, and give the Royals more money to make a better team, because that's what they need to do is get a good team.
Yeah. Well, they had a team and they let everybody go. As soon as they hit the World Series, they let everybody go again. They did that in the 80s. They did it again. So, I mean, it's like, well, we want to win the World Series. After that, we don't care again for another 30 years.
Yeah, they need to have a different attitude. So hopefully, if the good thing that comes out of it is that they'll get some sponsors downtown, but we'll see. I know I haven't lived in Kansas City since 2012, so you know the feel of the town a little bit more than I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I very rarely talk to my friends up there except on Facebook. Everybody's so busy doing their thing, but So that leads to what the Chiefs are going to do. So Chiefs know that the Royals are going to probably eventually leave there, so they want to add additional parking and make it like have decorate the parking lot up with. I mean, you have to. They showed the plan on YouTube. I watched that and
Yeah.
make some renovations. And some people think they should just concentrate on the stadium itself, not worry about the parking lot. They don't really care what the parking lot looks like. So,
Well, you always gotta maintain your parking lots and drives, and I mean, you've got to do that because I mean, you just look around Kansas City, you look around here in Topeka, you don't maintain your roads, they turn to crap real quick. I mean, Topeka had to declare a state of emergency over the condition of the roads. It's atrocious out here. You can't even drive without. I mean, every street out here it's got potholes. I mean, some of these streets you don't even want to drive down. They're so rough. It's like it'd be better to drive off road than driving down some of these streets here.
I believe it. The ice and snow
Damage.
tearing it up.
Well, it's just piss poor city management.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So the love hate relationship, it'll turn out. Hey, look, it'll turn out okay. They'll figure it out. A lot of people like the traditional stadiums, but when the stadium is built, maybe it'll be cool. I don't know.
Well, I'm sure it'll be great. I'm pretty sure it'll be a great stadium. But right now, the Royals team does not deserve a new stadium. They don't deserve it. If you place dead last, you've got no reason to be asking for a new stadium. There is no reason to be asking for a new stadium. You better get to
get a better team.
You better get to the World Series and win that sucker 3 years in a row before you start asking for a new stadium here. That's insulting. As a fan and somebody that spends my hard-earned money to see the Chiefs and the Royals, and then to see the Royals, well, we need a new stadium. No, you don't. Your stadium's still there. It'll be fine for a few more years. Play better. We'll see then.
Right. Well,
I mean, the owners and management, they should be ashamed of themselves for letting this team go the way it did. Just it's sad. It's absolutely sad.
You need to get some owners in there that give a shit, really. That care about them winning.
They keep saying everybody's they care about the Royals, they care about Kansas City. No, they don't. If they did, we'd have a decent team.
Yeah. Put some better effort into it, please. Paying all these players out. We got some good players on there. They just need to add on to it. And we'll see this year if the new players they've added on there. We'll see if how much that improves the team.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if they don't start doing better, I mean, the few good players that we still have, they're going to go. They're going to go somewhere else where they can make more money and be on a winning team. They're not going to stick around for this crap. I wouldn't either. I'd be gone.
Yeah. We're not supposed to be a farm club, and just give our players out to other teams. That's what happened after the World Series, like you said. It happened in the 80s. Okay, we'll just sell everybody, and then happened after the 2015. We won the World Series again, and they let Hosmer go and all those guys. So not cool.
Yeah.
So switching gears here, we'll get more into Royals when the season starts, and we'll start watching their record and wins and losses and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You were talking to me about the Kelsey and the coach, right? We're talking about that before we started recording.
Yeah.
People complaining.
I'm over here trying to look up, new stuff to talk about for the Chiefs. and new stuff for the Royals. And, the Royals just started their preseason, they're, doing their thing now. And I'm trying to look and see new stuff for the Chiefs so we can talk about it today. And half the crap that I'm seeing is Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift and how he came home from overseas and left her there high and dry. I'm like, come on, guys. They're a couple. Yes, I get it. We don't need constant 24/7 Kelce, Taylor Swift commentary play-by-play. Let them live their lives. Seriously.
Yeah.
I don't need to know what they had for breakfast. I don't need to know that he took a plane trip to here. I don't need to know that she went somewhere. It doesn't matter. Let the people be.
Yeah, I just have.
It's so frustrating because more than half of my news feed about the Chiefs was all about Taylor Swift and Kelce and all the speculation of their relationship. Shut up. Don't care.
Yeah, I mean the media. Here's an example of it too. When they compare Mahomes to Brady, like this, leave that alone too. I mean, Brady's retired. Brady has played longer than Mahomes.
Yeah.
So you really can't compare that right now.
Well,
Quit comparing that.
You can compare them, but you can compare them from where they are at the same point in time in their careers. You can compare them that way, but you can't say, well, Mahomes has gotten 3 Super Bowl wins and Brady's got this, and and so on and so forth, and Brady has completed his career. He's got his career's over now with football, so you can't compare the two properly. Saying, well, he's got this many games and this many wins, and Mahomes will never beat that. You don't know. You don't know how long Mahomes is going to play. I mean, he's already beaten a lot of these guys' records in just a few years. So, I mean, he's beaten their records in half the time.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is non-Chiefs fans, non-Patrick Mahomes fans hate Mahomes because of the media doing that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, up to the point of their careers of how long they played at, of this short career. Yeah, that's fine. But, I don't like to say Mahomes is the GOAT right now. I would say he's the best quarterback in football right now.
Absolutely.
That's fair to say.
And he's definitely on his way to being the GOAT.
Yeah, he has potential to do it.
And some say that he's already there. I think at this point in his career, compared to other quarterbacks, I don't think any of these other quarterbacks have anything on him. At this point in his career, he's blown them all out of the water.
No, I think
it's done as well as Mahomes has.
I think Brady and Montana, I think those two are, maybe up here just above him only because of the time they put into it.
Yeah.
But everybody else is below Patrick right now. That's where it's at.
And give Mahomes a couple more years, and he's going to be higher. Right. he's on a completely different level.
He is, and so same thing with what you're talking about earlier with Kelce and all that stuff. Yeah, it's fun to know that stuff. And the Swifties, you have more fans because of the Swifties, but we don't need a play-by-play.
Yeah, and I'm not going to be mad at Kelce for going out and dating and having a girlfriend. I'm not mad at that.
Don't be a blocker.
Yeah,
a blank blocker.
I am not a Taylor Swift fan at all. But people have got to understand what she has done by getting with Kelce, dating him. She's introduced millions of new people
Yeah.
football.
A lot of people
I mean,
think it's a scam.
how many more fans does the NFL have? I mean, they said that the NFL got an extra, what was it, $381 million just from Taylor Swift bringing in all these new fans, and they're buying all the merch and everything.
Oh yeah,
I mean, that's huge,
it
huge.
is. That is
I'm
watching
not
a
going to be
Super
mad
Bowl.
about that. We
No,
can more fans, the better.
go
More fans,
Chiefs.
the better.
More for the Chiefs.
But
This
the Chiefs are being hated on by everybody because of how good the Chiefs are. Everybody is just trashing the Chiefs because the Chiefs are doing so well and have been doing so well.
yeah.
Even this last year, that was everybody's best opportunity to take us down and take us out, and they still failed. Oh,
We
the
played
refs
them.
this, oh, the refs that, oh, the blind ref.
Flag, flag. I watched the Super Bowl, the last quarter, over and over again. That drive where they had to kick the field goal to tie it before they went in overtime. That back at the end zone, he hit Kelsey before the ball got there.
Yeah,
That could have been pass interference.
it should have been.
They didn't call it. There's holding calls on Kelsey. They didn't call. There's
A
holding calls
lot.
on Chris Jones. They held him a lot too.
Yeah.
So,
The,
whatever.
the refs missed a lot of calls on both sides. So I don't want to hear anything about how the refs helped the Chiefs and blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry. The refs have just been just blind. I mean, the last few years they're blind. They just miss so much. And I know that a big part of it is also we've got so many more cameras on the field for the game that we're able to see more during the game than before. The refs, I mean, we've got a limited number of refs on the field. They can't see everything. I mean, they're not going to be able to see everything. They physically can't. So, unless they change it to where the refs are, wearing, like virtual reality glasses on one eye and the other eye is able to scan the field, and then they're watching video with the right eye or whatever, they're going to be missing calls. They're going to be missing stuff. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, unless they change something up where they got refs up in the boxes saying, "Oh, you got this call here, we got that call there. Let's throw that flag." There's going to
Yeah.
be calls missed out on the field. So,
Sure.
we're just that's part of the game. You win, you win some, you lose some. Same with the penalties. Some go in your favor, some don't get called, some go against you. Some get called that weren't even there. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, I trying to adjust my camera here. Like I said, it was a gauntlet of being on the road, being in the playoffs before we got to the Super Bowl. Not
Oh yeah,
too many teams would have went through that. They would have lost to one of those teams. Miami's supposed to have a high-powered offense and a decent defense. Buffalo Bills the same, and then you went through Baltimore. That's that's impressive.
yeah.
I think that's one of their most impressive Super Bowl run. 54 against Niners was good. That was good to, after 50 years, win a Super Bowl. I'm like, holy cow, I got the Mike Albert back. Then beat
Yeah.
Philadelphia in 57. They come back and win back to back. That was really cool.
Yeah. I did see something earlier. I think they released the Chiefs schedule for this next season. I don't know if it was official yet or not. I just saw what appeared to be next season's schedule. So
Yeah, they were. Yeah, I released. I forget what it is, but it looks like it's a pretty tough schedule.
of course it is. They did it. I don't know what last 2-3 years they made them more difficult for the Chiefs than anybody else.
Yeah, I know that they're playing the 49ers. They're playing the Ravens. Of course, they're playing Cincinnati. They're playing Buffalo. Playing all the playoff teams, and plus your division twice. So, yeah, they gotta be ready to go, bro. So,
yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, now. I heard rumors, and we'll get on to what has happened. That, and this has already happened. But Jerry Sneed has been franchise tagged, okay, and he might be traded. I also heard that Jefferson, the receiver in Minnesota, they may trade for him.
Yeah,
maybe it's rumors, but he's pretty high caliber receiver.
Yeah,
and so we'll see if that happens. They got something in the works here. They got something going. I think they're going to work something out with Chris Jones, and if we can get a top-notch receiver, we're going to be in the running again for a three-peat. So.
Oh yeah. Chris Jones has been very, very, very vocal about wanting to stay in KC. So I think that'd be great if he can stay. Because I mean, he really showed when he started playing. He really showed that he's a team player. He wants to be here. I don't agree with the first half of the season how he sat out and didn't participate. I've still got a big problem with that. But he made some key plays. He he definitely earned his bonuses. So I'm not going to hold that against him. I just think he could have made a lot more money if he would have just worked in good faith and still played